I own a couple of smoke shops in East Texas. A lot of people ask me these questions that they can open a smoke shop, because I think they figure out that they need a huge, basically, investment or a lot of paperwork. You just need three or four things to start off. Basically, the main things are, of course, you need a good location. After that, you basically figure out if you need like a corporation or you want to do it under your name. Do it under your name doesn't take a lot of money. Corporation will, you can do it online for $500, and it's not that bad, but it takes off the liability off of you. After that, you apply for a tax ID, you apply for a tobacco license, your e-cigarette license, your hemp license, and if you're planning on keeping your butane or vapets and stuff like that, you gotta have a usable substance license, basically. So those are the few things that you require to open up. Now, investment wise, to be honest, I started with my store with 7,000 basically, and after that I just never took anything out. I just kept putting it back, and it's just end up with a lot of inventory. These days it's a lot harder for you guys to get in because everybody have a smoke shop at every corner, and the vapes are in like large quantities. And for example, if you take Elf Bar you know for example, uh, if it's like $85 a box or $100 a box, for example, and you got 40 flavors, so that's $4,000 in just one brand. So it is harder for you guys to get in, but you can still start. And don't think that you're gonna get a new car, new phone right off all of a sudden. You just, whatever you make, just take your necessities out. After that, put it all back in so you can buy more inventory. Don't pick up a lot of junks like a lot of people do. They go heavy on the novelties like posters and watches, and they buy a whole display of Zippo ladders, and none of that sells. That's
To open up a smoke shop, you need few things. First, the main thing is to find a good location. Without a location, it's very hard to run this business. After that, you will need to figure out if you want to do a sole proprietorship, do it under your name, or a corporation. Corporation, it takes a little bit of money, but it's better, no liability or less liability. After that, you will apply for your tax ID, your tobacco license, your e-cigarettes license, your hemp license, and if you're planning on keeping butane and other vapets and stuff, then abusable license. And that's all. Three categories that sells best in vape stores and smoke shops is going to be number one, your e-cigarettes. Number two will be your Delta pens, and if it's legal in your state. And the third option would be Kratom. If it's not legal in your state, then Delta would be replaced with CBD. But those three are the categories where you want to do. Out of the three categories, which category to pay more focus on? So in the legal states, as in where the e-cigarettes are legal, the main category is always going to be your e-cigarettes. Depending on your ratio, how you set it up and all, to be honest, when you start off, 90% of your sale will be e-cigarettes. After that, you can do 5 and 5. But after you know your community, how to set it up and everything, you want to do where 65 to 70% is your e-cigarettes, and then after that, most of it is your Delta, like 20%, and then 10% is your Kratom. And as you do that more, try to rely less on e-cigarettes and more towards your Delta and Kratom and CBD.
how to purchase disposables. So that's a little bit tricky. Never go to, for example, I'm in East Texas, so my main market is Dallas. I can also go to Houston, but that's a little further down. So never go and give me your best option, because every area is different. What they sell in Dallas won't sell in Houston. What they sell in Houston will sell in East Texas. So you want to survey your surroundings. You want to get a better quality vapes, and you also want to get the vapes that have tester stations. So even though they're new to your area, you have testers where people can try them out. And that way you sell more. You might want to visit your shops in your area and see what brands they have, what are they selling, because might as well take some advantage of somebody else's experience. You don't want to start off with your own brands, because these days it's a little bit hard to sell e-cigarettes because the prices are high, the product and stuff, and the economy is down, so people don't want to spend $20-$25 on something just to try it out. 3 years ago when I opened, people had that kind of money where they would try out, hey, this is good flavor cotton candy, yeah, let me try it. It's not that anymore. People go after good brands, vapes, or something they can test.
How to physically set up your shops. It's very easy. Don't make it too complicated. Just don't make them open floor plan is a good thing, but don't make it look empty. Make sure everything is organized. You have everything in order. Don't put some kratom on the left wall, some kratom on the right wall. Make sure that all the kratom products are under one section. All the e-cigarettes and the categories are divided. So when the person comes in, they try to build their habits and make it a regular customer where they come in, they go straight to that wall. Okay, anything that I need kratom related will be on this wall, and if I want to try something different than my brand, it's going to be on this wall. That makes it a lot easier. And make sure everything is open. Don't obstruct your view in any way. Smoke shop customers takes a little while, and you want to make sure that you give them their time. You don't have time to look over your shoulder. Three categories that sells best in vape stores and smoke shops is going to be number one, your e-cigarettes. Number two will be your Delta pens, and if it's legal in your state. And the third option would be kratom. If it's not legal in your state, then Delta would be replaced with CBD. But those three are the categories where you want to do. Out of the three categories, which category to pay more focus on? So in the legal states, as in where the e-cigarettes are legal, the main category is always going to be your e-cigarettes. Depending on your ratio, how you set it up and all, to be honest, when you start off, 90% of your sale will be e-cigarettes. After that, you can do 5 and 5. But after you know your community, how to set it up and everything, you want to do where 65 to 70% is your e-cigarettes, and then after that, most of it is your Delta, like 20%, and then 10% is your kratom. And as you do that more, try to rely less on e-cigarettes and more towards your Delta and kratom and CBD. How to promote your smoke shop or vape store online? uh, Advertisement is mostly restricted for us. The best thing you can do is to be active on social media. Have your accounts on Snapchat, TikTok, post YouTube videos, Instagram, and make stories and post multiple pictures and videos all day. Also, make your Google profile and post tons of pictures. Anytime that anybody wants to come to your business, the first thing they do is to go to your photos and see what you have, and also to read your reviews. How to purchase disposable vapes? The best thing you can do is to go to your local wholesaler, the one that is present in your same city. Like me, I'm in East Texas, so the closest one I have is in Dallas, but Dallas market is different from mine. So it's better to do survey around the businesses that you have and see what they're selling, because whatever is selling in Dallas, it doesn't sell in Houston. Whatever sells in Houston doesn't sell in Dallas. So best thing you can do is to go around and see what other stores are selling and try to start off with that. And if you are buying something new, then try to see if they can give you a testing station, because a new vape will be sold better if there are testers. You really can't push people these days. Is the vapes are expensive, economies are down, people are not really taking risks.